I know we've heard people say this a million times, but I have to say it again. Social media can be a lot, a great medium of connection and relationships, but it's also full of high fructose corn syrup and distractions, but also information. I've been on a hiatus. I've logged out of Facebook. I removed all personal accounts from my other socials because I needed time away from the world's thoughts. I needed uninterrupted time with myself. I needed to learn my own language and create my own symbols. I needed a way to share my gifts that I've been given and funnel them through one platform and one platform only. So here we are. I've spent a good few years taking risks, but risks require moving beyond fear. Risks require taking what you know, shifting it to the side, and making even more space for the unknown. And that's just been the theme of my life these past few years. I wanted to title this video Course Correction. I wanted to see these risks that I took as mistakes and a falling off of a thin linear path that I had the audacity to create for my own life. I wanted to imply that this alleged place of return was simply course correction because I had my own idea of what life ought to be. I recognized how much I tried to direct the path of my life that I almost missed the value and the lessons and the experiences that added and removed necessary things to and from me. All because it didn't look the way I wanted it to look. As artists, sometimes we feel that we should live one fixed way, and anything else that calls us away from the creation of art and what it all brings is a distraction and a betrayal of our artistic identities. But prior to my alleged journey off track, I was someone who struggled with social anxiety up until I took the risks. I would quite literally dread making certain phone calls or sending certain messages. I would ask other people to speak for me. I would dread asking for help or expressing my needs. I never spoke up for myself, and I was deceptively people-pleasing. Under many occasions, I entertained what I knew I shouldn't, and I paid for it. I paid for it up until I went the other direction, which would, in my mind, is the right direction, and took risks. And how that looked for me was saying no, regardless of how tight my neck felt and how much my jaw shook or teeth chattered or how low my stomach fell. I said yes to things I needed when I wanted to reject and turn the other way. I took new opportunities to build my social skills, to see wounding in others and recognize where I hurt and am equally resilient, to make meaningful bonds. I took opportunities to develop my business acumen, to learn how to write contracts and just things to build my entire skill set. So much came from connections I never would have valued had I never took those risks and entered these spaces. And silly me. Life always laughs when we try to play in its face, when we think that the path to our career success or that project's completion or that financial freedom, the path to that life we want, the path to our familial or relationship goals, that path will present itself in the form of a flowchart for us to review and make edits and changes. We forget that life has so many unknown variables, and it would be completely boring to predict and structure every single thing and it actually go the way we plan. So I learned the most when I thought I learned nothing and made mistakes. I learned the least when I knew it all. Not that I ever proclaimed I did, but I do enjoy flexing my predictive muscles. And then the title of this video came to me. and it had something to do with the element of surprise. But let's talk about the clown for a second. Clowns are special in the sense that they demonstrate our full range of emotions and imply their temporality, all while coming up with immediate solutions to seemingly complex problems. They model presence, the act of being present. They make light of life's circumstances while appearing completely foolish on the outside. Their painted face is the illusion, and it speaks to our hidden nature. Our hidden natures on a personal, on a local, on a state and global level. Clowns also speak truth to power. They are the element of surprise. And this commission was for someone who's been in my life consistently and has demonstrated an unwavering support and unconditional love. And it has modeled for me just stability in every way, shape, and form. And I owe so many people paintings that have been in my life in some way and has deeply impacted me in some way. But yeah, this is for him. Healing Artist Academy is on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. But for now, I'll be operating primarily on YouTube and my website, thejustingreen.com. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.